Hey everyone, welcome back. We're not a controversial channel, but we do talk about some difficult subjects from time to time, more so lately. Here in Canada, we honor a day called Remembrance Day, which happens on November 11th.
It's a day that we take to remember fallen soldiers that are currently serving, and soldiers that have gone missing in action. Some people may look at this day as a glorification of war. That's not how we feel about this day. This day is about the soldiers that were forced into a war that they didn't want. The soldiers that chose to go fight for our freedoms and to protect innocent lives. I wanted to do this video. This is an old video, so...
Very old. It couldn't even fit on... You said it didn't even...
Yeah, it's in the old format. The old tube TV format. I've watched Saving Private Ryan many times, and each time I watch it, I feel the same feelings of how these men on the battlefield felt.
Couldn't imagine how terrified they could have been walking on the beaches.
Before and after. And this video hit the mark so well. And we haven't seen it in years. I haven't heard this song or seen the video in years. It just popped into my head because it's almost November 11th for us.
I remember the song, but I don't remember the video.
Yeah, I have vague memories of it.
So, yeah, it's kind of a refresh reaction to it.
Yeah, I just remember this video being so accurate and so powerful. And we wanted to relive this reaction with you guys. And, yeah.
Yeah, so in honor of our Remembrance Day. Oh, and if you're wondering what these are our poppies. Of course, to commemorate, represent Flanders Fields.
Yeah, the poppies that grow in Flanders Fields.
Yeah, so to commemorate, all the poppies surround all the graves, and anyway, it's just that's just what we wear on November 11th. Mm-hmm. And it's also we lose these things every year, and there's a reason why you lose them every year, because you got to buy a new one every year and support those veterans.
Absolutely. But without further ado, My Chemical Romance.
Let's do this.
Cheers. Oh, man, that brings me back.
He looks so young there.
God. This makes me want to tear up already. Sorry to stop, but my God, just the anxiety those boys must have felt. Just being on that boat, I can't imagine what the feeling would have been.
Your heart would just be beating out of your chest. So you don't, when those doors come down, those boys, they didn't know what was going to happen. I don't think they knew that they were going in for a mission, but I don't think they knew I don't think they signed up to get slaughtered.
Exactly.
As soon as those doors opened up on those boats. Yeah. Anyways.
Sorry.
Top of my lungs, in my arms, shut down.
What a sick transition. That was unreal. Good Lord. You really have to hand it to the acting in this.
You know what? It's been such a long time, but it's still a very powerful video.
Oh my God.
And song.
It brought me right back to when I used to listen to it.
I love My Chemical Romance.
He was so perfect for this topic just because of it. You know, he's so animated and so, you know, loud, and it was just so perfect for the feeling of this, you know, especially during the bridge there when he was just essentially just yelling. It was just so perfect for that portion. Whoever directed the video just put that part so well. The acting in this video is perfect.
They did a good job.
Yeah.
I mean, My Chemical Romance, from the videos I've always seen, especially from in the earlier 2000s, I mean, Black Parade, and
that would have been late 2000s.
and then my personal favorite, Helena. I just, the videos are so well thought out and shot. I love them. The videography in them.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
This video, I think I read it cost $1 million.
Wow. I mean, I could see it, especially if they took that like they did all that footage on the beach and with the military gear and everything.
Exactly.
So I can definitely
CGI and the props.
So I can definitely see it. But to me, it looks like it was well worth it. It was a great video, and yeah, they didn't cut corners with that one.
No.
So, and then I mean, as Jordan said, like, I mean, we can say all we want, like, okay, we don't like what our governments do, right? We don't like I feel like they use everyone as their puppets, obviously, for their own agenda. We all know it. And then that's why a lot of people have a bad take on the military. They look down on people who work for the military. But you need to respect how these individuals are giving their lives to their country, for no matter the agenda of their government. They are putting their faith that they are being put in these places, going to these countries, fighting these wars to protect us. You need to, and others. You need to respect that these people are willing to put themselves in harm's way to try to make a difference. And again, I mean, I might not always agree on how we take military action, I sometimes really don't agree at all, but it doesn't mean I don't respect the men and women who are out there doing these incredibly dangerous jobs.
It's like a job I would never want to sign up. Just not to say I'm a coward, but it takes a special kind of breed of person to really be driven to go out there and fight.
You need to have those nerves of steel.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, imagine back in World War I and World War II, I mean, and also Vietnam, etc.
Yeah, the draft.
That there was a lot of soldiers that were drafted or coerced into pretty much, you were looked down upon in your town if you did not sign up.
Oh, very much so.
If you were an able-bodied man. And imagine being in your early 20s, you have no skill in combat. And you're being thrown out into the fray like that?
Yeah,
they're
like
children
a week
still.
Of training, and then that's it.
And
even if you weren't even trained in battle, you were trained for something else. If they needed you on the front, you were taken to the front.
So, I mean, I couldn't imagine that sheer terror in that. And then the other part of it is when I think of, like, when I've read and also just seen documentaries on some of the brave women who have fought in the wars.
Yes.
But there were women pilots. I mean, also, of course, the whole medical corps part of it. You're being put right on the front lines, like plugging up wounds here and there. Imagine, I don't know how these people had the stomach for all of this. But you had no choice. You had to get it done. You had to get it done.
You didn't have time to feel woozy. It was just, this man is bleeding profusely and you needed to make it stop.
Anyways, we're so privileged. We are in our cushy lives, and you know what? For us, especially on November 11th, we remember, because you have to remember how good we have it, and the people who sacrifice themselves so we could have it so good. Like, put aside your petty differences and your, like, you know what I mean? Like, our small everyday problems look minuscule in comparison to what the people who sacrificed for our country for. Yeah. That's basically my take on it.
The last thing I just want to bring up is I read the lyrics recently, and and I've said this on the channel before, lyrics, I didn't really pay attention to lyrics back in the day. It was all melody for me, and if a lyric stood out to me, it was just because it was fun to say. It didn't really mean anything. So I read the lyrics recently to this, and there was one line that really stood out to me. And I'm kind of paraphrasing, and it's the wounds that will never scar me, and the ghosts that will never haunt me. So saying that they're injured, but those wounds will never turn into scars because
they'll never heal.
They'll never heal. And
the ghosts,
the ghosts of of what they saw or had to do will never haunt them because they never made
I
it.
never got that before.
Right? Neither did I.
Really thought about
neither
that.
did I.
Huh.
But anyways, that was an experience, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this and enjoy the song as well.
Yeah. So thanks for joining us on our way back playback.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Maybe we'll do this more often.
So we'll see you next time.
See you guys.
Bye.